Is talking about music like dancing around architecture? Is it a waste of time to look at what it takes to be a modern music maker? That's what we're going to be looking at in this episode of the New Music Industry Podcast.
You're listening to the New Music Industry with David Andrew Wiebe.
Hey, it's David Andrew Wiebe. While I was writing my November life update, I ended up going on a little bit of a rant, and I thought this would be worthy of sharing pretty much everywhere, including the podcast. So I'll probably put this into a video form as well, and maybe I'll recite it elsewhere. But for now, here it is in podcast form, and this is simply titled, "Don't Make Me Laugh." I've seen some memes going around saying talking about music is like dancing around architecture. My life work has been sharing my musical and entrepreneurial journey and helping musicians and creatives create the life they love through music. If you deem this superfluous or unnecessary, fine. I will not count it for loss. I will find something else to do, and I have the capacity to do so. But I have always believed that anyone in any competitive space, creativity, business, sports, or otherwise, benefits from tips and advice, open discussion, guidance, and coaching. I think talking about music is more vital than ever. We need bloggers, reviewers, journalists, magazines, newspapers, podcasters, YouTubers, and all publications talking about music. And we need it now. We drastically underestimate the power, reach, and traffic some of these publications get. Musicians should get their fair share of the pie, and they should get it not because of a sense of entitlement, but as a result of deserving it. And we need more music and discussions about music than ever, covering every shade of topic, belief, and political perspective imaginable. We need music celebrating the times we're in. We need music protesting the times we're in. We need music that expresses the pain of depression and isolation. The world should be saturated with meaningful, thought-provoking music that guides people, challenges people, and allows people to interpret and understand the times we're in, right or wrong. We should have assenting and dissenting opinions. We should not celebrate a closed system. We should not take our rights and freedoms for granted. We should be allowed to share what we honestly think is going on. We should be allowed to share our version of truth as we see it, even if we are wrong. And that should unite us, not divide us. Differences should be appreciated and loved. Common ground should be established. We should not wish for another to die, no matter how much we disagree with them. At the end of the day, most of us want what's best for everyone involved, I promise. It's just that we fail to recognize the goodness that exists on either side of the so-called political spectrum. Do not stop making music. Do not give up on music. We need it more than ever. We should not stop talking about music either. And I'm not saying we need to go on and on about theory and chord progressions and what guitars you're using. That's not the point. Talking about music is important because it's a vital art form, and it expresses things that cannot otherwise be expressed. It expresses the invisible, the movement of culture and of life, the voice that has no expression. Keep debates, but stop arguments. Understand the importance of these times and the urgency of them. This is not a time to hold back. This is not a time to give up. This is not a time to give in. You've got something to say, and what cannot be said in the written or spoken word can be said in music, but they are both important. Talking about music is not dancing around architecture. It's exposure, it's empowerment, it's hope, and right now we need hope. If you think music is worth talking about, show that you care by heading over to musicentrepreneurhq.com/join and pick up your free guide. We've got several to choose from, and they're all high quality. Again, go to musicentrepreneurhq.com/join to download your gift and join the Insider Circle. This has been episode 217 of the New Music Industry Podcast. I'm David Andrew Wiebe, and I look forward to seeing you on the stages of the world.
Thank you for listening. Music in this episode was brought to you by Brian Young. Wherever you're listening to this right now, please consider leaving a 5-star review and comment to help us get the word out about the podcast.